Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be the big question mark as to whether the corporate diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives are still really around and still going to be permeating everything they touch, or are they going to try to pivot to actually make money? I don't know. From what I've seen with corporations and just my experience of these things, we've been at this culture war since that fateful day in 2014 when this game called Depression Quest. Do you guys remember this game? Was getting reviewed, and it got great reviews on all of these game company websites. And it turned out this lady who made this Depression Quest was sleeping with all of these reviewers to get good reviews. And at that point, we saw that IGN and PC Gamer and all these media companies were just completely lying about everything to us. And it's been going on since then. These people haven't changed. They haven't repented, said that they're going to they've woken up and they just want video games to be fun again, that they are going to renounce their weird commie left-wing ways. No, they haven't done anything like that. They've just doubled down and doubled down and doubled down. And there's a rule involving this, which you can look at. And you can see that these people are still involved in all of these companies doing the same thing, where they always double down. I always say it. I'm saying it in more and more videos just because I got to repeat the mantra. You got to remember, SJWs always lie. SJWs always double down, and SJWs always project. So that's why I don't have great hopes for Grand Theft Auto. And this is pretty interesting. And again, this to me reeks of the typical changes that I'm seeing in the corporations. That's not changing their baseline content, but it's changing the way they're trying to make you perceive their baseline content. It's manipulation, it's persuasion, it's subversion, it's propaganda, and that's exactly what things are going here. So please hit the like and subscribe button. Let's talk about the Grand Theft Auto parent company and Take-Two, what they're doing with their 2025 annual report here. This is my Fandom Pulse Substack I run with John Trent. We tell the real video game news. Oh my gosh, people got really mad at us. They try to cancel us because we tell the truth, and I think there's a lot of paid influencers out there who don't like that we do it. But we will continue to do so, and we do so. This is a site that we do so with zero advertising. We aren't beholden to advertisers. We don't have sponsors. It is just unfiltered news to you, and that's how you know that it's the news that you can trust in gaming, pop culture, movies, and the like. We cover a lot. We get usually around 8 to 10 articles every single day out. We're trying to do this full-time for you, so sign up in the description below. This is a spot to be because I can connect with you just without any sort of algorithm or anything like that. Super important. Fandom Pulse is the future, so please get on here, tell all your friends about it, post it in Discords, let people know about this. It is the spot that we need to get out there, and I'm so excited with how we're growing. We've grown tremendously in the last few months, and I appreciate you guys, of course, supporting us on that level. So let's check this out. So Grand Theft Auto's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, dumps diversity language from its 2012 annual report, but maintains their commitment to inclusion. So you would say, okay, well, they're you could leave it at this. They dump the diversity language, and you could declare victory and just say they're done. This is over, and that's what a lot of people want to hear at this juncture. And that's the tough part where we're at in the culture. People are very, very sick of the culture war. They're very, very, on average, I'm seeing a lot more just I just want to play games. I don't want to deal with this. Unfortunately, you are dealing with left-wing people, and these leftists are embedded in these companies. They're doing the same things. They're producing the same content. The ride never ends. And, it's not something, when you make a commitment to fight against this kind of thing, it's not for the weak-hearted because, there are ups and downs all the way around with this type of stuff, and there's people who throw a fit about it. If you hit the popular thing of the day, people get really, really mad at you for hitting their popular thing that they love. I dealt with one in our Discord this morning where it's some guy was really, really mad about a video I made a year ago about DC Comics compact editions. Because I mentioned that they were including, this is part of their subversive way they're doing things now with the corporations, with their classics like Frank Miller, Batman, Watchmen, and all that. They included N.K. Jemison's Green Lantern. Now, N.K. Jemison's Green Lantern didn't have the standard Green Lantern. She developed a black woman Green Lantern. I'll show you because showing's better than telling. A black lesbian woman who goes off about how she's racially oppressed and queer and all this stuff, has pronouns. It's terrible. And they put this alongside them, and they came out with these and a couple other books that were some of the modern woke stuff. and mix them in with the classics. Now, this is great propaganda, and this is the thing you got to remember. Propaganda is not easily identifiable. Just because something is propaganda doesn't mean, like, if you had a visceral reaction to where you just hated all propaganda, propaganda wouldn't be effective, right? And so effective propaganda does things in a subtle manner where you don't notice that you're a frog in a pot with the temperature slowly getting turned up and boiling. Because if they ramp it up to 1,000, that's ineffective propaganda. That's somebody who's done a failed bad job about it. But if they do it in a small way, it's good propaganda. Well, with this DC Compact line, they put the propaganda in there mixed in with the classics that they always reprint. And so I mentioned it, and I said this is how corporations are trying to do things at this point, because they know if they just go out with this by itself and nothing else, right, what happens? It fails, right? When they originally launched this, nobody bought it, and it failed. So now they try to sneak it in there as a reprint, acting like it's a classic so that when you're buying all of these and you have your collection, you got to get all of it. So that's how they're trying to force you into this sort of like boiling pot situation. Now, that's how propaganda works. It's good propaganda. And, of course, the fact that the guy's mad at me about this shows how effective that propaganda is, because it's his good corporation. This is the product he likes, and so he, like, identifies with it. They really got him, and that happens a lot, and that's what we're trying to break the conditioning of here on the channel. It's a very it's an uphill battle, but it's also something that needs to be done for a lot of this stuff. This does apply to Grand Theft Auto as well, as you know exactly what this game is. It's a strong female Latina lead that's replacing the characters. The main character is, of course, going to be a feminist sort of deal, and she's going to cheat on the white guy, and, of course, all this, these sorts of plots are made this way intentionally. There's already rumors that there's a pride parade in it. Like, it's like, why would you put a pride parade into your game? It's ridiculous. And so that's where they are. So what is happening right now? How are they altering this and trying to make it not propaganda, at least propaganda that you'll accept? Well, the way they did it was the new trailer, the first trailer everybody hated and panned. The new trailer, they're showing, women's butts jiggling and things like that to distract you from the fact that all this stuff's going on. Because, maybe the women's butts jiggling is all you wanted, and that's enough for you to tolerate the propaganda, right? That was what makes it effective and better propaganda towards you. So what are they doing on the company end? Well, this is exactly what all these companies are doing. They're dumping its diversity language from its annual report. So this is what they did. Their 2024 report says, we firmly believe, this is the company, that diverse teams are more valuable and effective, that diversity is the key to our success. We are committed to enhancing workforce diversity at Take-Two. We strive to provide an inclusive workplace where everyone feels respected, heard, and safe. We believe our culture and compassion and respect fosters a warm and welcoming environment for all qualified candidates and colleagues. Specific efforts we take include the company-sponsored service projects in the community which we operate, providing financial and other support to organizations working to eradicate social injustice, as well as providing educational, athletic, and opportunities in undeserved communities, working with organizations to support the rights of LGBTIQ+, the plus is for pedophile, community, and endeavoring to expand diversity of our industry's candidate pool through scholarships to minority game design students and contributions, and organizations providing STEM opportunities to children, blah, 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 blah. So there you are. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. This statement is now no longer in their 2025 annual report. Investors know that when that sort of thing's in there, that's a bad company to invest in, because they're going to cause problems with sales. They're going to cause problems with turning off the fans and the like. So they just soften it a little bit, right? And this is what they do every single time, right? And so they are now, of course, looking at this and changing things in the 2025 reports. This is what it's changed to. Community and engagement, it's called now. We firmly believe that diversity through the thought derives innovation in what's integral to our success. Well, isn't that nicer language? Now they're not ranting about the LGBTQIA+, but it means the same thing, right? And so they are changing their marketing in all these corporations to not market diversity towards you. If we did a video on Intergalactic Heretic Prophet earlier, showing Neil Druckmann and how he's changed in his responses and what he's going out with online. Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet is a diverse, woke game that's pushing that very, very hard. However, now he's just going out and saying, this game is fun. I can't wait to bring this game to you. We can all have fun together. Well, that's media training. The marketing is changing, but the content is not changing, because these same people are still trying to make themselves feel seen in these games, and they want to try to push this, of course, the firm agenda where they want white, male, straight men out of gaming, and they want to replace all of you in gaming, in culture, in jobs, and in life with BIPOC, LGBTQ, feminized nonsense. That is the entire agenda. It's not changing, but the way that they're presenting it is changing because they're getting smarter about the marketing because they've learned from things. And this is how it all goes. It's going to get more subversive. It's going to get harder. A lot of people are going to push back as we're going to see this and say, it's not woke, when things are clearly woke at this juncture. Just because it's not marketed that way, we're going to be wiser here. We're going to be smarter here. And that's what we're going to continue to call out these companies as they do their dirty deeds. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button, my friends. Make sure to get on the Fandom Pulse Substack in the description below. Super important to stay with us, guys. This is the spot to be where we report what's going on that nobody else finds. We find this stuff that's John Trent, how he remembers what the 2024 annual report was, goes and compares it to the 2025 annual report. That's real journalism that you don't see anywhere else. This guy's the best in the business, and I'm glad he's with us. Make sure to sign up in the description below. We'll be back.